that is the predominant
It's
gas
everywhere.
station chain and gas station
We went
convenience
to
store
one,
chain.
and then we went down 2 blocks, and there was another one.
And so there was this story on Reddit that my ex-wife found after she had visited here and had the same reaction everyone does when they first see their first come and go, which was and apparently someone's wife yeah, if you go down for 2 blocks, that happened. Someone's wife had been checking his credit card receipts and had almost asked for a divorce because she thought that he was cheating on her because she thought this was a brothel, and he didn't name the convenience store.
But we can't think of any other convenience stores that sound like brothels.
There is no other. There is no other. Well, okay, so one of the other major chains here is QuickTime, but...
That's not going to make you think that, though.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's got to be the coming.
Quickie Time.
Oh, that is a very important... Wait.
No, it might be QuickTime. Quickie Time?
You gotta get this straight, man, because that is an incredibly important syllable.
Depends on where it is. If it's in several counties in Nevada, no, it wouldn't.
Not Nevada.
Not Nevada, which is a town about 15 minutes south of here.
And how is it spelled?
It's spelled Nevada. Or maybe Nevada is spelled Nevada. I don't know.
Or... Guys, John Stamos is 57.
And he looks amazing.
He looks amazing. He is merely 20 years younger than the Beach Boys, who he's apparently been playing with since 1985 because he's a boss.
Are we close to Nevada?
We're close to Nevada.
We're close to Nevada, which is a town 15 minutes south of here. No, Nevada is a day and a half solid drive from here. Nevada is right next to California. It's just to the east of California. We are, and I drove this. We are, right damn in the middle of the United States.
Thank you, Boomy. Jesse and the Rippers, come on.
I didn't know this either, for what it's worth.
John Stamos is basically Jeff Goldblum. Thank you. Hey. Wow, that was as mean as he was going to get. He could have hit it again. Could have never given it to me. He could have run off and made me get out of... he did this once. He thinks he's such a badass. It's so adorable. He's so wholesome.
But I don't want to be mean about it.
He's so wholesome.
It really takes the wind out of rebellion when the response from other people you're rebelling against is, oh, that's not nice.
Exactly. No, this explains everything about you. I completely see why you needed to go somewhere where you could get all of your rebellious energy out and being a pervert.
Yes.
Because, man, here it must have been impossible. You're like, oh, God, everyone's so nice. There's nothing to rebel against. My parents are nice.
I had
Friends are nice.
My biggest problem as a teen was that I had no problems as a teen. And everyone else did. I was like, what?
There's a Community episode about that.
Oh my god. You're right, there is.
Yep.
I think you showed it to me.
Did I? I only showed you one. It was a Troy episode.
2, right?
I don't know.
The paintball episodes?
Yeah, but it wasn't a paintball episode.
Okay.
It was an episode that was legitimately about the,
This is the whitest show.
Even though this was about the black character. No, it was an episode about how someone's trauma was not having any trauma.
Yeah. And no, I don't... Wait, was there an Uncle Jesse in Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh my god, Uncle Jesse was John Stamos' character in Full House. You goober.
No, not me. I'm reading the chat.
Dukes of Hazzard, no! Full House! A show which had child twins in it, who were the children of Uncle Jesse, eventually, after he married Lori Loughlin, who was the person who got arrested and sent to jail over all of that college admission scandal stuff. So, Full House, the show which had twins on it, like twin children, who were not... Thank you, McCream!
Hey!
Twin children who were not the Olsen twins.
Hey, McCream.
Who were on that show but played one person. The Olsen twins were famous for Full House, and they played one kid, and there were twins on that show.
Yes, I know.
Why? Because I just told you right now.
No. You told me earlier. Sorry, why? Were you
Bob
addressing
Saget. Hello.
Yes, the America's Funniest Video guy. Yes.
The guy whose show got replaced by YouTube.
True.
Which means he was clearly insightful about what we really wanted for entertainment. There was always a thing about, like, if those videos were fake, too. I don't know what's happening.
All the videos on America's Funniest Videos?
Well, no, just in the same way that YouTube, where it's like something happens and then people are like, that was fake.
Oh, I mean...
I'm just talking about how literally America's Funniest Home Videos was just like...
Are we streaming off a Nokia? Why, is the stream quality that bad?
Well, no. The people that we know can say that one.
Oh my god! Cooked buns!
Oh my god!
Awesome!
Thank you! Thanks so much for the sub, Cooked! I super appreciate it. Hi, I'm Silly Saf, and I do a lot of cosplay streaming and random bullshit. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, it's, I mean, I don't know what language that is.
That's weird, because you're the
it's a
one
mite unstable. No, it's 4K, yeah.
Oh, wait, did you didn't do the thing I told you to do with the Sanskrit, did you?
4 kilopixels total? Not just across, but total, just 4,000 pixels?
Why is it so unstable? Is our... Should we just close Chrome just to be safe? Because sometimes it does help.
If it's clicked, can you have that back? I don't think we have the power to refund subs.
Oh, shoot, I don't think I can.
I don't think Twitch lets you do that.
I'm super sorry. I would absolutely do that if I could.
Yeah, 4K pixels per minute.
Okie dokie. Close Chrome, just in case. Sometimes it helps.
Yep, okay. Got it.
Yo.
All of Chrome, gone.
Chrome is weirdly...
Yeah.
We kind of are. I know you haven't actually been here long
totally
enough to
are.
know, but we
Yep.
kind of are. Which story have we not told yet? We never actually finished the pork story.
We never did.
The pork mafia story. Someone
We
has to
never
ask.
did.
Someone asked for the pork mafia story. It's really good.
I mean, it's fine.
It's so good. It's hilarious. It's about how Atlas is such a fucking Iowan Boy Scout that he got really mad and had to do teenage rebellion.
Oh, that's
I told you! Atlas never believes me that it takes up too much shit.
Okay, it's the pork
Thank
mafia
you, Gavin! No porking goes on. It's more adorable. It's so unbelievably wholesome. It's about how Atlas is so wholesome that he got really mad as a teenager because he couldn't do as much community service as he wanted, so he did a prank, and then the pork mafia got mad at him.
That's not quite how it went. But
That's almost
basically
exactly how it went. You know what? They can judge. You tell the story, and if I lied, I will take it back.
In the Boy Scouts, there is this subgroup that is devoted to service within the Boy Scouts, and I got...
It's a secret society.
It is actually a secret
It has a password and secret handshakes.
So, yes, it's a secret society within the Boy Scouts. Fine, true, fine.
It's totally a real secret society, for reals.
And so, yeah, I got nominated to join this, and...
You're what, 15?
Yeah, 15 or 16, I forget. Something like that. And I still have the sash for it.
I found that sash in your closet, and I finally know what it means.
Yep.
I'm so curious. I was like, what is this?
And so I went to a bunch of meetings, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. This is really cool. And eventually... Yeah, I know, that's the initiation ceremony. And eventually it was like, wait, but guys, we're only doing volunteer work for the Boy Scouts. Like, I wanted to do more stuff for the community. And, like, now, in retrospect, I realize that that is something that, you know, you actually kind of need. You need a group devoted to supporting the
and
organization.
it actually is a thing that should be elite for you to, you know, make decisions and serve the actual structure of the entire nationwide, extremely respected organization, as in your work and your, like, the things that you do and the decisions that you make actually affect a countrywide organization that has lasted for a very long time and is very influential and should be a high honor. But this idiot had no idea. He was just like, but I want to do community service for Iowa and their corn.
Yep.
So tell him how you rebelled. You rebellious soul.
So I was voluntold to be the secretary, and I was like, this isn't the service that I signed up for, but fine, I guess I'll do it.
I was voluntold to quit.
And once. I got salty, and so I started putting like satiric things in the newsletter. I was like, I will take your meeting minutes and I will make your newsletter, but by God, we're gonna have some comedy in this.
And this is another part where he was such a goober.
And so this was before I knew that you should add like 555 to the beginning of phone numbers.
He was 15.
And so I forget exactly what it was. It was some joke about sporks. And so I gave a phone number that was something like We Spork. And it turns out WES Pork was a local pork producer. And so we got a call from the Iowa Pork Producers Association, a nasty call. And long story short, that is why I did not ascend to the highest level of the secret society, and was kind of a pariah from then on.
He never found out. He never evolved to his actual fully formed third level Pokemon evolution.
I didn't get my third Evo. But we came across the Iowa Pork Producers Association tent at the Iowa State Fair.
This was an angry phone call by Iowa, like in Iowa. So that's they might as well have thrown a rock through his window.
With a note wrapped around it that says, "Please don't do that." That's not nice.
A place where racists who didn't like interracial couples, like, did not stop and looked at us slightly disapprovingly and then walked on.
I need you as the Pork Society. Yes. I certainly doxed them.
Like, with maybe like 2 calls?
Yes, I doxed the Pork Society.
I mean, okay, let me just make something super clear. A pretty secret society, especially by the standards of pre-internet being that big of a thing. Newsletter. So, in Iowa... So how many people do we think actually called this number?
Like 1? Maybe?
They got real mad. They
2?
Called you and had words.
Actually, no. 1 called it and then probably shared it with the rest of the board, which was like another 4 people. So 4 people total. Hey, thanks for the follow, Ghost.
Ghost down cool.
Ghost down cool.
I like it. You're a ghost now.
But yeah, so we were
your kitty.
We were passing by the Iowa Pork Producers Association, and I was like, oh my God, they can't see me. They can't know I'm back.
And when we were on that sky ride, it stopped right on top of the pork mafia as we were trying to tell the story.
Just like they were like.
And also, I mean, I can't believe we didn't realize this. They're the ones who disrupted our signal. It's the reason why they didn't hear the pork story before, because we told you guys the whole pork story, and our phone actually told us that we were streaming. We were not, and it was definitely the pork mafia that stopped it.
That makes so much sense. You know what one of the best absorbers of RF signals is?
Is it pork?
Meat.
Jesus. That actually sounds vaguely true when you say it that way. Don't tell me if you're being sarcastic, because it's funnier if you're not.
No, I'm serious. One of the best absorbers of RF signals is meat.
So they stopped our stream without us knowing?
I mean,
so we
that's
couldn't
the
get
only
the story
reasonable
out.
Explanation, yeah,
so
right?
we couldn't get the story out. Guys, this guy is Kyle XY, it's so weird. I've met so many clearly, like, failed super soldiers out here in Iowa. Glimmerling is also equally ageless. It's very weird.
Glimmerling looks really great, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Why you see walls of meat hung up to act as a 5G shadow. Exactly.
The Magnus Archives.
You've got your Faraday cages, and you've got your Beefaday cages.
Beef-a-day.
Beefaday.
Beef-a-night?
Beef-a-night. Pork-a-day. Chick-a-day. Chick-fil-A.
We pork-a-day.
Yes, we do.
You definitely pork-a-day. You've got a couple of the high sex drives to keep satisfied. Plus miscellaneous.
You only gotta suck me dry, and I love it.
What?
You only gotta suck me dry, and I love it.
I mean, it hasn't. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. You're the one who keeps going with miscellaneous. As long as you keep doing that, I think that we're both going to be like, fine. Sounds like he's good.
Yep. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
As long as you keep going on other dates, like, all right, he's not worn out yet.
Don't take that as a challenge.
You do remember what Tuesday was like, right?
Yes.
I got you affiliate and
indeed.
showed up in the first seat, basically.
Yeah. All right, back.
Never used the fray tag. Maybe I should start doing it on Tuesdays.
I mean,
Okay, so one of the things. No one is attracted to this.
not
All
the
right.
ghost cat.
No, not the ghost cat. No, but when I was at the fair, there was a booth that had all of this, like, all these really, really soft fur scraps, and they were dyed all these pretty colors, and they were so soft, and they were like 25 cents, 75 cents a dollar, and I was freaking out. It's like, this is really nice fur, and Atlas was like, yeah, I mean, I guess, and I was like, feel this! He's like, yeah, it's very soft, and I was like, what is wrong with you? I've never seen you not freak out over fur in my life. Yeah, be quieter, sorry.
Yep.
Ghost cat.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Meow. Meow.
No, and it's true. Like, a lot of this stuff that you find novel, I'm just like, I'm so used to. I'm like, yeah, that's a thing here.
There was a $5 bullwhip. I need it for my Megara costume. I didn't get a chance to get it. Oh, and also, there was so much, like, this stuff is for wrangling animals that I was like, this is just extremely expensive bondage gear and where we're from.
Yeah.
But it's, like, cheap farm equipment here. Buy some.
Yes. I will get you a pig switch.
I want some of the rope stuff. They were really nice.
Some of the rope stuff? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. We can totally do that.
Basically, buy anything that looks like it would be really expensive to buy where we live.
I mean, these things are legit built to handle livestock. They can
I
handle
know.
a salf.
Yeah. Even a wild saph.
Even a wild salf, especially a wild salf. They were
Yeah.
designed to
They were
handle-
designed for wild saphs.
Wild Sapphics couldn't hold me back.
Icarus, that is precisely what I had to point out to
Yes.
the scuba. It's just true. Unfortunately, by the time we went back to it, it was closed. So
They were just closing. We missed them by like 10 minutes.
So I had to assign him when he goes back with his other girlfriend
Yes.
in a couple of days to get some special bondage gear from farm equipment from the Iowa State Fair just for me. And by the way, if you're wondering where you've heard about the Iowa State Fair before, it's the place where everyone announces their presidential runs.
Yeah. So you got an early start, you're saying.
On your bondage, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, no, and now you can see why people come here to announce their presidential runs.
Oh, I completely get it. You're like, okay, if you offend these unbelievably unoffendable people, don't bother.
Yeah. If you get a reaction out
Okay.
of these people that's all negative,
I'm from New York and we have rabbits. Too many.
comes from the yard. Yes.
Comes from the yard, yeah. We have rabbits in the yard. We still need, I mean, granted, we still need hunting permits. If you have hunting permits, you can hunt your rabbits and whatever, it's fine.
Right. Well, we don't have rabbits in the yard because my mom drives them over the woods.
Sure, because I didn't tell her about the rabbit that I had. And that let me get quite close to it, and we had like a little soul bonding. We looked at each other and we were like, "You're gonna let me go, right?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And we popped off.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't worry, critter. You can stay
We got you.
for the moment.
Aw.
I can't save you forever.
That poor mouse over there.
I have to hand you off to other girlfriend. See if she can protect you next, and then I don't know. God, they are so unbelievably adorable about like you and all of your shit. Just like, when is your other girlfriend arriving? It's so adorable. I can't take it.
Y'all are adorable.
I mean, no, of course you had nothing to rebel against. Look at these people who are so sweet that they don't understand anything about you. But they're like trying so hard.
I mean, they understand a fair amount about me, just, not the evening
Not
stuff.
the stuff that freaks them out.
They're trying.
Not the stuff that they gently ignore.
They're actually doing a really good job.
No, you think?
Yes.
I am the probably more disturbing of the two.
Yeah. No,
And they've been awesome.
They are awesome. Yeah, they've been doing such a good job.
The other one is in no way less awesome than me, but way better at being able to put on a veneer of parent friendliness than I am. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was the correct one to come first.
But you're doing fine.
I am doing fine because they're so
really
chill.
Good. You're doing really, really good. Yeah.
I bet she could handle any parents ever. I bet she gives good parent, just like generally. I bet she rocks that.
Yes.
I am not good at that.
There is a really aggressive frog now. Yes.
There's a frog.
Yep. It's the high-pitched squeaking.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah. Actually, no, that's a cricket.
Sounds like a drink to me.
Yeah, that's a cricket.
You don't have any water. Where do you have a frog?
Oh, we have, like, a hose over there that leaks a little bit sometimes.
You don't have a frog in that? Frogs are in ponds.
Yeah, no, but I do think that's a cricket, probably.
That is not a frog. You don't have frogs. There's no water here. The water is here. We're in it. There's no frog.
There is no frog. I mean, I'm part French.
Oh my god, you French.
Mais pourquoi?
Right. So distracting.
The Nokia distorts it a bit. Wow, okay.
Do any of you speak French? How about Sanskrit?
Oh my god, yes, that's right. So, there was a fly in the house.
There was a fly in the house.
For some reason, my mother, who doesn't particularly speak German, I don't particularly speak German. For some reason, we start speaking German to each other about this fly in the house.
Saf tried to go up some stairs and died on the stairs.
Because at least we know enough German to say, there's a fly in the house, where is it? Or there's a fly, where is it? It's in the house. Where in the house?
Confusion.
It's over there. I don't know why. It's just, this happens. And then, yeah, Saf just like died where she was on the stairs because
Saf
of
was
this.
going up some stairs and just died. And then just like catted on the stairs and was like, you know what? If you need to use these stairs, you can walk around me, you can walk over me, but I am not moving. I moonlighted that shit.
And then, because I studied Sanskrit for like two and a half years in college, something like that, my dad is like, well, do you know the word for fly in Sanskrit? Because he was joking. He was trying to catch me in my polyglot hell.
The polyglot is more comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh yeah, I think it's Masha, Masi, or something like that. Because when I studied Sanskrit, so I've got 3 favorite words in Sanskrit.
Wait, verbs.
Words.
Okay.
Words in Sanskrit. One of them, the most favorite, is an adjective, which means, and I need to post this to Discord,
Yes, and they're big words. Wait till you hear this
the
word,
state
man.
of having 2 hands trembling to knead the swelling breasts of the cowgirls. That was actually in our textbook, and I will post a picture of it to the Discord later.
It is correct, I saw it.
But the next 2 of my favorite words are the verb to turn into a cow's hoofprint, which is something that came up in the Ramayana. This is something someone
Apparently
actually did.
regularly.
Yep. And also to turn into a fly. The first one is gashparakre, and the second one is masakikre. Kre. The same kre as in kritik.
Oh, like kritik?
Yes, exactly.
Kre? Oh. No wonder you're better at saying kritik than Roshana.
Mashakikre.
Out of a romance novel?
Romance novel.
The Ramayana! So yes.
Yes. The romancia. And I was like, oh, based on, which means to turn into a fly. Right, that's what that means, masakikrit. And I was like, oh, it's probably like masa or masakrit or masaki or something like that. But no, I actually studied this in college. My parents paid for me to study Sanskrit and then hassle me about it, which is great because it keeps me on my toes and means I need to actually.
And apparently, you keep
remember
owning them and also are doing very well in life, so whatever.
Polyamorous polyglots.
Polyamorous polyglots. Like how? How much glot do you have to poly?
Well, at least 2.
But like, how much of the like?
How much of the glot?
Okay, so like, there was a time when I more or less had conversational Urdu, but I couldn't like, I could never read it. My Bangla and my Urdu and my Hindi are all very like, I can't like reliably do anything in them, but sometimes I can like get the conversation.
I'd say that counts.
And like, obviously Japanese I studied a ton, but I also lost a lot of it.
Yeah, well, the same thing. I studied Japanese a ton. Never actually went over there. You used a lot more of it than I did. So I'd say that
and
counts.
my brain is much less suited to keeping it, so it's gone.
Yeah, my Swahili is totally gone. My Japanese is rusty at best, minimal, probably more realistically. French I'm still pretty solid on.
You seem pretty good at French. I mean, don't you get French haircuts?
I eat French fries.
Don't you get French haircuts?
Yes, I speak French with my my hairstylist.
You're like, I eat French fries, and I'm like, okay, I was definitely right about the French haircuts. Don't say that like I was wrong. You get French haircuts.
Yes, I do.
I know that because you keep getting them on inconvenient days for me, which is Wednesday. I'm like, you need to cook. Why are you getting your haircut? I can't do this. I do it.
The variety of sounds was fantastic.
Pew pew!
Whips do not go pew pew.
That was me shooting over your shoulder to threaten you.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not very good.
Alright, Han.
Pew!
Sorry, alright, Stormtrooper Han.
No.
Oh.
Oh my god. Swahili. Actual hot tub stream, for
An actual hot
real.
tub stream.
My god, you and Raven have no faith in me. It's the second time that someone accused me of just lying on my shit.
Tree stream, hot tub
My
stream.
tree stream was in a tree. Hi, Python. Thank you for taking care of my cats when my flight got delayed.
Yes.
I was amazing. It's so nice. Everyone's just nice.
We are known for it.
I mean, like, for real, and not fake.
Real
Taylor
nice.
Hansen accused them of being as nice as Canadians.
That's true.
Yeah, that was true. Hey.
No, it is true that Taylor Hansen accused us of being as nice as Canadians and a damn bit warmer.
That's true. Taylor Hansen is very charming and also clearly has blonde highlights and long hair.
Which is hilarious, given that the rest of the Hansen brothers were
Clearly have very dark
hair.
backs.
Yes.
Were you extremely blonde as a child?
No. I mean, as a very young child.
That is
Actually,
exactly what I'm asking.
oh, as a very young child, I was more redheaded. Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me, really?
Yeah.
Are there pictures?
Probably.
Are there colorized pictures? Because you're very old. It came up today at family dinner that that my mother is 15 years older than Aklis. It's true. Yeah. Sepia Prince of Jeff.
Okay, but we do actually have a sepia print of childhood from when we visited the local amusement park and got one of those, like, Old West photo things. So, like, we have that, yes.
You guys, I, very subtly just backed up very subtly, very quietly, so that I could look at all the pictures on the side of the fridge.
Oh yeah, Kodak? Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. My God, you were having some very upsetting conversations about email.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, we were emailing my dad before there was a World Wide Web. Yeah.
How? Explain.
Through through NSFNet, which later would become the internet, partially.
You're playing down how weird this conversation was. You're doing it on purpose. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because I can actually say that I don't like beer if I don't like beer, but I do. And I can even say that I don't like beer for you because you don't. Which means that this paltry bullshit is not going to work on me.
Okay.
There we go.
So, my dad, but by extension, I was a FidoNet conversation. No, we're going to talk about SneakerNet.
What's a FidoNet?
Don't start.
Don't start?
Don't start.
Gotcha. All right. Just at least give a taste of what I've had to endure this week. Apart from all the crosswords, which is also adorable.
So my dad
Today I woke up and the first thing that I was asked as I walked down the stairs was, what was Supergirl's name? It starts with a K, right? I think it's Kara.
And that played out because the cross clue was Adele.
Good, because I really did think it was Kara.
Yeah. So my dad worked at CERN through basically all of his career, and Iowa State University here. Yes, thank you,
Right?
Python. Yes,
Oh,
Icarus.
yeah.
Okay.
First thing. God.
And so he was actually there when Sir Tim Berners-Lee was pounding on the table. Like, he was literally at the next table in this meeting, saying, "Give us TCP/IP. We need HTML," and like advocating for what would later become the World Wide Web as a documentation system within all of CERN. So, because he would be gone for periods out of my childhood, we would have to email him to keep in touch because they had email, and that basically meant signing into his account using NSFNet to send him emails on his own account, and teaching my mom how to email because, of course, since we were the kids, we got it a little more swiftly. She also played it up so that we would, do all the work for her.
And this was in 80...
Oh, this was like in 1986, 87, 89, 90, 91, 92. Yeah. 92 is about when the World Wide Web became available for commercial use, commodity use, I guess. Yeah.
Around 86, 87, something like that, when I was a pre-person.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we were talking about the difficulties in using email back then because we had to use Edge, which is a terrible editor for anyone who knows their command line editors. It's worse than even VI, which, okay, I use VI regularly, so I still don't like it.
Oh yay, thank you for
Yay!
the follow, Nighthawk. Nighthawk of the FM, MF.
MF Nighthawk.
Nighthawk
MF
of
and
the
Nighthawk.
MF. Nighthawk of the FM, MF.
But yes, so, right, Saf had to endure this conversation about emailing.
About emailing in 1986 before I was a person.
Look, a nerd. Where? Kitty, are you a nerd?
Believe me, it can get worse, but I'm not going to put you through that.
BBS. Yes, no, I was on
Shut up.
BBS's. Yes.
Instead, tell the adorable story about the mulberry. This is cute, and it has to do with computers.
Oh my god. So this came about because Saf actually has a mulberry tree outside of her apartment, and didn't know this. For how long have you been living there now?
3 or 4 years.
Okay, right.
So, I don't know if anybody was here when Saf, just came back from New York and was like, Saf is sad. My god, this is not a good place for Saf's self-esteem. And then one day, Atlas, came over and just, was cute and sweet to me and brought me a picnic and took care of me and was adorable. It was great. He was a good depressed Saf boyfriend person. It was nice. This was that night. So I was walking him to his car.
Well, I looked up. Well, rather, I looked down at the ground, and I was like, even in the street lights, I could tell that the ground was like, wait a minute, that looks like mulberry stains on the sidewalk. And I looked up, and I was like, sure enough, that's a mulberry tree. So yeah, I picked some mulberries off of it. And I was like, hey, Saf, did you know you have a mulberry tree outside your apartment? And she was like, you did it again, didn't you? You ate something off a
eating
tree.
Random crap off of like the side
Trees
of the
and bushes
road, bedded ponds, whatever.
Graveyards.
Not graveyards. Never even private property where you can vaguely think that somebody is trying to make this an edible thing. So he just pulled down a thing and put it in his mouth. I was like, how do you keep doing this? Ugh.
And so I told her the story about the white mulberry tree that we had in our yard here, which sadly, since the last time I visited here, is gone. Yeah, right? Eating random mulberries is great. Like, what's going to happen? Okay, good job, John.
Cool.
Keep on keeping on.
You do you. Continue on the mulberries.
So I told this story about the mulberry tree that we had here, which was a white mulberry tree, and I loved that thing as a kid.
I know.
And I was like 6 years old. This was 1984. I was pretending I was Superman.
He was pretending to be Superman. You guys, look at him. Have you ever seen that the picture of Christopher Reeve on his fucking like autobiography?
And so I was tearing down the hill. That hill back there. I know you can't see it.
It's a hill.
That hill back there. It's a hill. And I was tearing down the hill like that, and like caught my finger on a twig of the mulberry tree, and I was going fast enough that I actually like tore my thumb.
It wasn't a corn. It wasn't a sharp corn stalk.
It was not a sharp corn. Hey, the leaves on that are sharp as hell.
I believe you.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
helpful.
Much black. And so I went in for a Band-Aid.
You're whiter
and
than I am, but
my dad had just got a voice synthesis module for his TI-99 4A, which was the first computer we had. And he was just learning how to make it talk. And yes, no one is brave enough to tear through a cornfield at any speed. Because Jesus Christ. You got to be careful with that. Still, watch the leaves. And he was just learning how to program the voice synthesis module. And so I went down to show him my injury, and the computer started talking to me, and I stopped looking at my dad and started talking to the computer and showed it my injury. And I was like, I have a boo-boo. And the computer, was asking me if I was okay, and giving me sympathy. And long story short, that is why I majored in computer science. No, cow tipping is not a real thing. That's something. It's like if you ask Samo or Stitchy or Remy the Red, have you ever seen a drop bear? That's basically what cow tipping is. I mean, for starters, cows don't really sleep standing up. It's not a real thing. No, I'm sorry. It's something that we Midwesterners tell people. It's a grand joke that we like to play on the other coast because, frankly, that's all we have. So next time someone tells you about cow tipping, you should tell them that they are lying. Because they are. Oh, I like this intrigue now. I like what this is setting up. Yes. Yes. Are you bright enough to be visible? I don't. Nope. You cannot be seen.
There's no way that you're not.
There is an invisible Saf.
Wow, I actually can't see, even though you're the whitest person in the world. Still no. Still no. Still no. Still no. There he is! There he is! He's very white.
I am very white. In case all these stories about Iowa haven't told you that.
I keep having to bully him into wearing sunscreen so I don't have to peel him with duct tape as his sister suggested.
$10-hour cringe for a redhead in February. I like that. I'm stealing that, Icarus. That's awesome.
I can't believe you were a redhead.
Yeah, I was a redhead as a very, very small child.
I need to see this.
Okay. Or like strawberry blonde, maybe, and my parents were afraid that I would become a redhead.
Wait, what?
I forget.
Why were they? No wonder it took racism so long to get here. They were still worried about redheads?
I mean...
Oh.
I mean... Yes. Yes. Welcome to the Midwest. Yes. Afraid for my soul. I mean, that's partially true. My dad does still go to church. My mom does not. I never enjoyed going to church.
Going to church is not the same thing as believing the redhead soul stuff.
Unseen sap. Yes. Beautiful booming.
Boomy,
oh my god.
Best.
Yes. Python, your boy is a
your
certified
boy is definitely
redhead.
a redhead.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. Oklahoma redhead.
You had an actual conversation about the fact that Python was trying to set you up on a date with his boy in front of your parents, and I was delighted.
Yes,
I couldn't believe that was happening.
Yes.
I did not start that conversation. I mean, maybe, but I like kept that bit out, and I was just like, "What is Python's boyfriend's name?" She keeps calling him boy with an I, and I keep calling you boy with a Y, and you were like, and she keeps trying to get me to go on a date with him, and I'm like, your parents are right here. Your parents are awesome. And like, not because they're like awesome in the like weird hippie way, they're awesome in the like
earnest and caring way.
And they just kept doing their crosswords and their whatever.
Yeah. No, I love my parents. They're
great. Your parents are amazing.
Yes.
I love your parents. It must have been
love? But it's over now?
It's not over now, they're so sweet still.
Sorry. Oh my god, you were probably not alive when that song came out.
I know it must have been love, but it's over now. This sounds like the most annoying song ever.
It's Roxette. I love Roxette.
It's very annoying.
I will grant you that, but I still love Roxette.
Oh, that's fair. That's okay. I completely understand that people find Darren Hayes annoying. I will not. I am unable to be friends with these people, so I recommend that if you like me, you never tell me that you don't like Darren Hayes. Just don't tell me, okay? I don't need to know. I don't need to know what you do with your private time.
Yes. Yes, Icarus also hates that song. I mean...
Thank you. It is a very annoying song.
Because of my love for Roxette, I...
Who the fuck is Roxette? Why
tolerate
do you care?
it.
Okay, that's actually fair, because I tolerate a lot of Savage Garden.
Savage Garden is also awesome.
Savage Garden is broadly awesome, but there is some Savage Garden that needs to be tolerated.
Dressed for Success.
Streamlabs!
Dressed for Success.
I don't know that one. Sing it.
Joyride.
Sing it.
Oh, I can't sing.
Exactly. That's why it's funny. Because you
Listen
can
to
do
your heart.
Listen to your heart. And then I don't know.
When it's calling to you.
Listen to your heart. Okay, so what do you like it for? Is it songs that are completely not famous?
No, Roxette got a lot of radio play, like, in the 80s.
No, I'm saying... No, I know that. This is why I could sing along to two of them. And
right.
What my question is it that you like the famous songs or you like the non-famous songs? what is your affection based on?
I liked the famous songs,
Okay.
bought the albums, listened to them, liked the non-famous songs.
Yes.
Then some of the non-famous songs just started getting played over and over and over and became famous songs, and that's why everyone hates them.
Okay.
And
That
I
was
was like, well,
almost my
I haven't...
relationship with Darren Hayes, except it wasn't because
Yeah.
no one ever played Darren Hayes again, which was a shame.
Right.
Which is like their loss.
Yes,
Which is
it's
their loss
true.
because Darren Hayes is amazing.
Yeah, so I have an affection for the album,
Right.
and through that, I'm like, yeah, no, I can see how these songs are annoying. Still like them, but yes.
Just It Must Have Been Love
Overplayed.
is extremely annoying. I think that there's like a combination of like, okay, this song could be annoying, but if the song weren't so aggressively like whiny, very whiny.
Yeah.
I don't mind the others that you've mentioned that I think I know. And the animal song is stupid.
The Animal song.
It's a Savage Garden song. It's dumb. No one likes it.
Oh.
It was in a
okay.
movie.
Right.
It was made for like an Australian movie or something. It was
Sorry.
dumb.
You said the Animal song, and I think, what's it called? You and Me, Baby, Ain't Nothing But Mammals. The Bad Touch.
Wow, no, nothing like that. Probably
Yeah.
much dumber.
No, The Bad Touch is pretty fucking dumb.
Oh no, this is like child level dumb.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
very bad.
The Bad Touch is like adult level dumb.
Okay, so
Entertaining,
at
but dumb.
the extremely important life changing concert that I went to in Manchester,
Yes.
there was one song that could be voted. Like basically, he was allowing us to vote on a song that we wanted him to sing that he almost never sang live ever. And one of them was the Animal song, and he begged us not to choose it. He told us that if we did, he would wear the lime green tank top
Oh,
that
no.
that he hadn't worn since he like came out, and was that kind of baby gay. But yeah, no, that's what people chose. It
Oh
was
my
a real
God.
dumb song. He was like, "God damn it, don't make me sing this song. It's dumb."